Hey, Bruce.
Hey, Titus.
On a scale of lobotomized zombie squirrel to Megamind, how smart are you?
Lobotomized Megamind for sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Freshly lobotomized?
Freshly. Got that only smart in like one thing talent.
All of his brains, the powers are converted directly into his vocal cords. This is the man's power. He has an intelligent voice. So, do you want to watch strangers rank each other according to lobotomized squirrel to Megamind?
Yeah.
Because I think that sounds pretty entertaining.
I wasn't planning to go to college. That wasn't like a goal of mine. My parents were like, well, you should apply to at least one college. And I was like, we'll never get in here. And then I went to Yale.
Good for you. You went to Yale. Nice job.
Oh, I've seen TikTok clips of this.
Have you?
Yeah. It's okay.
So they took an IQ test afterwards? Okay. All right. Ranking. So do they rank them? Yeah, they rank themselves,
We just,
right?
like, go down and do
intros.
Yeah, I'm Sade. I'm 24. I work in finance. I have a bachelor's degree. I went to Yale.
I'm Tyler.
Good for you.
I'm 21. I'm a high school graduate, and I work in the Marine Corps.
I'm Kaylee.
Nice.
I'm 25. I'm a software developer. I went to Ohio University, and I have a bachelor's
Ohio. She went to Ohio University. She's automatically the least intelligent out of anyone there. Have you seen any of those Ohio memes, dude? Ohio is the most cursed state in the United States, dude.
I only see the memes of the astronaut. It's all Ohio. Always
Yeah,
has
dude.
been.
They straight out there getting abducted and stuff in Ohio. It's ridiculous. Aliens are floating around everywhere. Places are burning to the ground. Even the corn is out there to get you in Ohio. So yeah, she's automatically 6th. Let's see what the rest of them get ranked.
I have my PhD in cancer biology, and I work in a biotech industry. Grad school, I went to University of South Carolina, and undergrad, I went to University of Florida.
Hi everybody,
Okay.
my name is Sean. I'm 27. I'm the director of social media for a company, and I also work for a digital ad agency. I got a double major in dance and cultural anthropology. Undergrad, I went to the
Wait a
Loyola
minute.
Marymount.
What the heck is dance? Oh, whatever. Okay. I thought it was dance and cultural anthropology as like one thing.
Yeah,
Dance
it kinda sounded
separate
like
from
it.
cultural anthropology. Okay. I was like, what the heck is dance anthropology? What is that? Okay, I got it. Okay.
You're doing
I'm tracking.
the leaf.
I'm tracking. I'm tracking.
Hi everybody, I'm Ray. I'm 24. I graduated with a bachelor's degree from Harvard recently, and I work in consulting.
Oh, y'all
Cool.
are babies.
And
I
if you
feel
work
old.
at
I know, that's what I was saying, is age of actor?
Yeah, it gives you like years of experience.
Yeah,
in
like
life.
this,
We need maybe it's good to identify what intelligence means to everybody.
I think intelligence is better defined as your adaptability and your problem-solving skills more than it is your education.
I can
Obviously,
agree
like
with
the
that.
education, the stuff you've been through, puts a lot into play in it because it gives you more resources, more thoughts to draw from. A formal education definitely helps, but I don't think it's in any way essential.
So what
Agreed.
is the most essential?
So the most essential thing would probably be common sense.
Yeah, so for
Yep.
me personally,
I hear
think
that.
intelligence is both
Ah.
EQ, IQ, and that common sense.
Dude, no one knows what common sense is anymore. Like
That's
literally.
true.
Can I just go on a little rant real quick?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Literally, every day that I exist, every time the sun rises and sets, people get stupider. Okay? Stupider by the day, especially people on the road. All right? Like, I saw somebody today who was driving down the street, narrowly avoided a car that was parked because he's sitting there like this. You can't see me right now, but I'm holding my phone up to my face, just staring at it glass-eyed like a freaking dead fish. Okay? Every day I see multiple people like that. And then after he just narrowly avoided missing that car that was parked, still just sitting there, he pulled up to the stop sign, turned on his right blinker, started turning right, and then just turned left instead. I'm about to go full Gordon Ramsay. I'm like, you're gonna kill someone! Like, common sense, I feel like, just doesn't exist anymore. Like, am I the only one that experiences this? Is it just my town where everyone's dumber? Their IQ's being harvested by the birds or something? Like, what is going on? Is TikTok, like, wearing out everyone's brains or what?
It's got to be 5G.
It's gotta be the 5G. There you go. That's a conspiracy. It's gotta be the 5G. It's like, my God, just put your phone down. It's not that important. It's literally life or death. You're in a freaking 2,000-pound death machine, and you're just sitting there staring at your phone. I don't know. I think this guy with like the tan jacket, I feel like he's gonna be the most intelligent.
Smart intelligence, all of that combined.
People consciously or unconsciously, when they see someone, form an opinion immediately. Like I'm sure we all did right away.
When I saw you, I told myself, Maria, do not judge him just by his looks. He could be throwing you off, or that's just who he is, but he can talk the talk and walk the walk. Sean,
What does that mean? Judge him
don't
just
know.
by his looks. You're saying because he has a bright sweater and he dyed his hair, you think he's an idiot immediately. She's like, don't judge him based on his looks. He's probably not as stupid as he looks. She seems
does
like a
sound like that.
condescending jerk.
She seems like a
immediately.
cunt.
Oh. Yeah, he looks like a plenty nice guy. I don't know, just the way she talks, her cadence already is just, it's grinding my gears a little bit. So we'll see. Maybe she redeems herself. Maybe she's not as bad as she comes off. I don't know. She's seeming a little snooty.
But that guy right there, he's like the complete opposite of me. He just looks like he watches cute, nice stuff, and I just watch like horrible, horrible stuff.
I'm sort of in between.
It's so sad because I've been at the point for many, many years now where not a single horror movie makes me feel anything.
Yeah.
Like I want to be like 5 again watching horror movies. you know?
Desensitized. See, there's your problem. You were watching horror movies at 5. What the heck is wrong
Well,
with you?
I was watching it sooner than that, but yeah, that's just as early as I can remember.
What the heck, dude?
Yeah.
That's cursed.
Dude, Resident Evil when you're a kid is fucking amazing.
Is it?
Yeah, it's cracked. It's beautiful. Mila Jovovich or whatever, however you say it, she's just like solidified as I want to watch movies that she's in, like The Fifth Element, even Monster Hunter, even though it was like bad, all just because she's in, I'll watch them.
Okay. Became a stan.
Yeah.
One person I'm not going to be a stan for is this Maria gal, I feel like, though. She's more scary than anything you watch in those horror movies. Bet.
Yeah.
Bet right now.
didn't want to judge him based on the way he looks or dresses or acts. So I was like, I think he's intelligent.
First impressions, I would put him at the bottom only because when I was in school, all the other people with like the bright neon colors and stuff, they were typically the ones doing worse in classes. If we were ranking confidence, I'd definitely put Sean at very first place.
So what is the definition that
There you
we're
go.
going with is the biggest question.
I like your definition.
I know, I was gonna say, I like my definition.
Of course you do.
Thing.
Does anyone have any like initial?
You can be honest. Start on that side. I'm done going first.
I feel like I have a good combination of both, like book smart and street smart. So
There you
yeah,
go.
I think I have
Good
some input on that. There's so many aspects to intelligence. It really goes beyond IQ and EQ. Even those two different factors
EQ?
don't really.
What the heck is
capture
EQ?
What it really means to
Emotional
be
like
intelligent.
quotient.
I know
What does emotional
So, like,
quotient
emotional
have to do with
intelligence.
intelligence, though? I guess you have to quantify what intelligence means, yeah. EQ. Yeah, I've never heard that term in my life.
Equalization.
I feel like EQ, people throwing around the term EQ already think they're way more intelligent than they probably should.
I don't even like know how you define EQ. Like, is it just knowing what you're feeling? Because then EQ would be my lowest because I don't really feel anything. Oh, I'm so emo.
I feel like it would also be like how you can relate to other people, maybe? Emotional
Yeah, maybe.
intelligence, basically.
That's
Okay.
just empathy or something.
Empathy,
I don't
yeah.
know.
Being
One of
able to
them
put
words.
yourself in other people's shoes and all that.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
have really
know.
big feet, so it's kind of hard.
I have very small feet, so I don't have big shoes to fill.
I'm not, from Yale, I don't have a PhD, but what I lack in those areas, I'm able to still problem solve and use my own skill set, my emotional intelligence as well as my social intelligence.
Besides my education and background, I feel like I have high emotional intelligence, like I'm aware of my surroundings.
I don't know about
As a software
that.
developer, my problem-solving skills are obviously top-notch, I think I would say. My whole life, I've kind of had to fight to be seen as intelligent. I think I'm so used to having to do that as a woman to just step up and be like, I deserve to be here. My first job out of college, I was working at a law firm. Gentleman came up to me and said, "Hi, you don't look like somebody that would work at a law firm. You look like somebody I'd go on spring break with."
Wow.
And I'm like,
Obviously, out of everyone here, I've got
Okay.
at least 4.
That is some freaking. What's the word I'm looking for?
I have
Boomerism?
no idea.
No one should have to get talked to like that. That's pretty lame. Especially if you're at your place of employment. Like, what the That's so messed up. I'd be like, all right, I'm filing a lawsuit for discrimination. Thank you very much. And finding a new place of employment. Good day. Sounds like a slam dunk case, especially if you're working at a law firm. Probably gonna know the litigation stuff behind that too. Easy suit.
Obviously, out of everyone here, I've got the least formal education. I consider myself intelligent. My mental dedication and my ability to adapt and to problem solve. What I do in the Marine Corps, I'm a seabird defense specialist. So I think that by virtue of what I do, that already requires some amount of intelligence.
Sorry, quick question. So do you think that only certain people can do your job, or do you think anyone can do your job?
Okay.
Only certain people.
Oh,
you have to take
Jesus.
the ASVAB before you
This
go
is
into the
because he's
military.
in the
That's
military,
not
isn't
really
he?
how much you know, but
Isn't
how
he?
well you can learn information.
Okay, I want to cut him off real quick. Once again, she's coming off as a condescending jerk. So I'm 100% that's what she is. She's a condescending jerk, okay? She's like, so just a quick question. Can anybody do your job or just certain people? Just by the way they're all talking, he is by far the most articulate of any of them here. So like, he's able to speak out his thoughts as he's thinking them. He's not tripping over words or doing ums. He's just very direct, right on the ball. He seems to me like the most intelligent of the bunch in terms of how he's articulating himself and everything like that. Whereas she's talking about her EQ and how emotionally cognizant she is. She just comes off as a complete jerk, and she also is like slouchy, and you know, she doesn't exactly come off as very charismatic. So I don't know if that's quantified in EQ, but this comes back to like the whole thing with Lee and the last Jubilee thing we reacted to. Like, I feel like she's ranking herself first place, but she's last in terms of like, especially the whole emotional intelligence thing.
Oh yeah, she
I hate people like that.
absolutely wants to put herself at number one.
You can tell. It's like based on what? I kind of love that though, because like they rank themselves so highly, and then it's like you're about to get a reality check, like smack in the face. I cannot wait to see the IQ test.
And I got a 94 on that. It's not an amount of how much you study, how much you know. You're not gonna really get better at learning. Does that make sense?
I strongly disagree with you don't get better at learning. The idea that you can get better at learning is a pretty big signifier of intelligence. I'm very much dyslexic. I have
What?
ADHD.
What?
And I'm on the autism spectrum. Dyslexia means that there's a big
I'm moving
gap
her
in
number down.
Yeah, I hear that. Before anyone gets the wrong idea, not because she said she has a disability, okay? That
No, that's why I'm doing it.
Really? Are you?
No, it's pretty much just because she's talking about like being able to get better at learning is a sign of intelligence, but it's I don't agree with her. Oh, I was gonna say it's like a scale. You're born with a brain, and there's like an effectiveness number on it for just like, you know, the speed of which you can go through things. Anyone can get through anything. It's just some people have a really hard time.
Yep.
Some people have a really easy time, and some people have a natural inclined ability to get through that a bit easier, even if they're slower because of things that they've done in previously.
Yep, agreed.
comprehension. So I was scoring 99th percentile in certain areas and like 3rd percentile in others. I'll never be able to learn another language. I took Spanish for 12 years and I can still basically only order a burrito.
So I have a question. Why did you go to Yale and why did you go to Harvard?
My parents are immigrants from China, and I'm a first generation immigrant as well, and
Oh, I forgot
college
you said
student as well.
Harvard.
My family always really stressed the importance of formal education. For me, that was something that I really strived for.
I wasn't planning to go to college. That wasn't like a goal of mine. My parents were like, well, you should apply to at least one college. And I was like, I'll never get in here. And then I went to Yale.
Why don't you guys rank each other from 1 to 6, including yourself?
Okay.
And give reasons why you want to do what you do.
Gotta go 1.
No.
Oh yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Really?
I would rank you as a 6, not meaning that you're not intelligent. I also think that I don't place a
doesn't
lot
like
of value
military
on the
either.
military.
Wow.
Yeah.
There
There
it
it
is. What does having a high or low value of the military have to do with somebody's intelligence?
Yep.
Answer, absolutely nothing. Because, spoiler alert, I would never join the military, personally. Not something I would ever be interested in. I would never do it. You would never catch me doing it. Because when you're in the military, you have to follow somebody else's orders. You're in a chain of command. I'm not willing to follow someone else's orders, so I would never do it. But because somebody else does it does not mean they're any more or less intelligent than me. And this guy is clearly very articulate. He seems like he has a fast brain. I think she's in for a reality check pretty quick.
Yeah, she judged him in relation to herself instead of, as him.
Exactly. She's cringe. You're cringe. What's her name again?
I don't have a clue. I
Whatever
only
your name
remember
is, you're cringe.
Maria.
Period.
No, full stop.
I'd probably do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Everyone ranked him
I'm the
6.
villain
Come
this
on.
episode.
Does anyone think they're like either end of the spectrum?
I'd say I'm 1, if nothing else, because I know what I'm about and I'm sure of that.
I hear that.
Wait, you guys have to rank everyone
Amen.
too. That is so unfair. No.
I would say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
See, look at how fast
Okay.
he was with the
I
thoughts,
think
too.
1,
Yeah, I like that.
2,
That was satisfying.
3, 4, 5, 6. I'm sorry. It's hard for me to look past the education part. Going to college, I think you learn a lot, if nothing else emotionally, but I still think you're smart.
Okay, she's saying if you don't go to school, you're not intelligent effectively. Very cringe. Very cringe. Don't put too much stock in college, you know. Not that it can't be good. Like, if you know exactly what you want to do and you need a degree to do it, by all means. But if you're someone who isn't quite sure what they want to do yet, then don't ever feel pressure to go to college, because you're just going to set yourself up with like a heaping pile of debt with nothing to show for it, basically.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, immigrant parents, first generation going to college, humble, modest. 2, me, I don't know, PhD, cancer biology scientist. I work in a biotech company. We make COVID-19 testing kits, stuff like that. And then 6.
I hope
it
I
has
never
nothing
see
to do
her
with your
again.
background. I don't think you really have the highest EQ out of all of us. Tyler, he ranked last for me personally because the way he carries himself. He was ranking intelligence based on his point of view and
So
not
are
taking
you!
in other people's point of views and
So are
compiling
you!
results. But really just came down to his body language, his demeanor, the way he carried himself, the way he acted towards the group.
Can I talk about how you're acting towards the group?
Jesus.
Yeah, so you're number 1 because you're an immigrant, okay? How does being an immigrant in a country affect your intelligence? But it's like, okay, and for me, number 2, let's see, I do this, I do this, I do this, I do this, I do this. And so, I'm clearly much better at interacting with the group and seeing things from other people's points of views. So, look at me and how good I am, and you suck because you're in the military.
The body
I
language
hate you!
while she was saying it made it so much worse.
Uh-huh. She's so condescending. She's talking about EQ. The way his demeanor is. His demeanor is professional. He's cool as a freaking cucumber. You come off as a Reddit eating chips off your chest user. Like, she is the most cringe person I think I've ever seen on one of these shows. Please rank last, dude. I really want Karma to just, like, theoretically slap her upside the head. She needs a little knock in the boggin, you know what I mean?
A knock in the boggin.
She needs a wake up call. Please rank last. Please. That'll be like Christmas.
I would put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out 6. So the reason why I put you at number 1 is I think you have the highest, not only EQ score out of everybody, but the way you present yourself, as well as being a PhD student, I think is just like a huge thing. And I put myself 6 because I feel like I might be the weakest in terms of actual IQ score. Hopefully I can make it up in everything else. So I did put myself as least intelligent. However, if it can't be me, I definitely think Tyler, unfortunately, his way of thinking is linear. And I think intelligence is almost like a sphere. It's
How
a
is it
picture.
linear?
And right now he's only coloring with one color than, with the rainbow.
So who got the most moments?
Okay. What about what that guy said?
I was too busy thinking about how Tyler's supposed to be linear.
That's what I'm saying.
I missed what he said about the rainbow.
Well, he's basically saying he's only coloring with one color instead of coloring with the rainbow. Like, he's only looking at it one way. What about what he said is looking at it linear and not seeing anyone else's point of view? I just don't get it. It's like they're literally just trashing on this guy because he's in the military.
That's pretty much it.
Nothing
they
he
didn't
said.
even ask him any questions.
Yeah. They didn't ask him about what he does in the military. You know, they didn't ask him about, like, his scores on his test that he took, how long he's been in there, you know, like, how he did in school beforehand, how he interacts with other people. Like, if anything, they're the ones looking at it linearly because they're literally just putting the dude in the dirt for being in the military. That's scummy. That's really scummy. And again, I'm not even like a gung-ho, I would be in the military guy. I would never join. Tyler needs to be ranked 1. Everyone else can all be ranked 6th, in my opinion. He's the only one who seems to have, like, a level head. They're all, like, so giga-biased. It's, like, unwatchable, dude.
Yeah.
He's keeping cool about it, though. I like that. He's like, well, I guess we'll let the results do the talking, won't we? So we'll see. Hopefully he gets good results, but we'll see.
Down.
Who got the most?
Sean A was
like
pretty
you.
up there too.
I feel like you were definitely 3, right?
Yeah, I'm between
You were
Harvard and
4.
Yale.
5.
I think that I sort of expected to be ranked a little bit lower. At first glance and first interaction with me, it's hard to tell how intelligent I am. It's hard to tell how intelligent anybody is.
Is anyone upset?
Except for
with where
Tyler,
you're
apparently.
standing?
I think it makes
Yeah,
sense that I'm
apparently.
down here. Like the guy who graduated from high school and then joined the military, he probably wouldn't be like high up on there. If I was in their shoes, I definitely would have also ranked myself among the lowest.
I do feel like there might be a prejudice acting in terms of ranking you
Okay, I was thinking that
highly.
too.
But I agree with the ranking. I think you probably are the most intelligent out of all of us. I would feel weird placing you there and not acknowledging the dynamics in which we did so.
Okay. No bias in ranking him 6th, though, huh?
Nice. I like how he's just on his phone.
Nice.
Hearing that I had to take an IQ test was definitely hard to hear. Quantifying things for me in that realm is really hard because it gives you something really solid. Even
Okay, so what are you ranking intelligence based on then? If not something solid and concrete that you can analyze and quantify, what are you ranking intelligence based on? She's like, oh my god, now that I actually have to back up what I just said, I'm really nervous about taking this IQ test. So they didn't tell him beforehand? That is so rich. Oh, I love it. Because now
That
it's
makes it
like,
funnier.
they got... She put herself like basically first place. The gal with the red pants, now she's like... That's so good. That's actually so good. I'm so happy they did that.
if you don't buy into IQ tests, it still gives you a number at the end of the day, which is something you have to grapple with.
I literally thought when you said to open the computer, we're going to look at social media, that I didn't think an IQ test would be part of it.
So what?
She thought they're gonna rank intelligence
What?
based on social media. What did I say about the Reddit and the chips, bro? She's a
Oh
Twitter
my God.
stan. I was so surprised when I saw that we're doing a video about intelligence and they're making us take an IQ test instead of pulling up our Twitter feed. Oh, goodness.
They're ranking intelligence by virtue. Oh my god. No, they're not.
Thank you, Jubilee. You have given me a gem.
Expected, we're being ranked by intelligence, you know, an IQ test. It's not that far out the realm of possibility.
Right?
Number 1 is Raymond. Number 2 would be Kaylee. Number 3 will be Tyler. And
Yeah,
number 4
I'll get
will
up
be
there.
Shada. Number 5 is Sean, and number 6 is Maria.
Ah! She's last place! And it wasn't even close, dude! Let's go!
How much, like, so significantly
Yes!
lower it is.
Thank you!
Isn't like 115 average?
I'm not sure.
Let me go check. The average is 100, which makes sense.
Okay.
And it's 115 where most of the scores, like 68% of them lie between 85 and 115.
So she
Yeah.
is like still within average range.
So the 4 of
And
them might
everyone
be
else is above average.
way above
intelligence.
average.
Yep.
Way above.
The 4 in the front are way above, yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that. Would you look at that? Tyler's tied for 3rd place. Not what you thought was going to happen, was it?
I want to see what Maria says.
I can't wait to see how she talks herself out of it.
I think an IQ test tests something. I don't think it's intelligence. It's definitely testing something. IQ tests are now known to be flawed and like based on incorrect sample sizes. I have really severe dyslexia. There's 2 questions on that test that I automatically basically can't answer.
I'm sure if you studied for an IQ test, you would do a lot better. IQ tests are just one aspect or one way to measure intelligence. It's really on a spectrum what constitutes somebody as intelligent.
Before this, all I knew about IQ tests is that they existed and the I stands for intelligence. I've never looked into IQ tests before. Coming here
funny.
today, them saying
I like
that
that.
EQ, that was the first time I've ever heard that term in my life.
I mean,
Coming
same.
back to intelligence,
Yeah.
it's not just your IQ, it's your EQ, it's your common sense, it's street smarts. Sure, it is some type of metric similar to an SAT and ACT score is a metric for getting into college, but there's more to that person than that test.
I'm actually excited.
Okay, so if not by the IQ test, what exactly is your plan for figuring out who's actually the most or least intelligent? How are you going to put a number to that? Basically, she's just strolling in there and saying, yes, I am the most intelligent because I think I'm the most intelligent, is basically what it comes down to for her.
Yep.
She seems so scared of the number itself. I love how they all rationalize, like, an IQ test is only just part of how smart a person is. It's like, okay, well, that guy over there that you put in last place crushed it compared to how you did. So what's the other part so we can test you on that as well and see if you fall short again? What's the other part? I would love to test that too and see how you do.
Funny.
She got that karma slapped right back in her face.
I wasn't last because I thought I was gonna be last, not gonna lie. I think an IQ test is a good indicator to see how people handle pressure, but I think that's easier to make sense in our heads that, oh, you're smart and you're not smart.
Definitely don't think it's the best metric. I've been exposed to tests like these probably more than most people here. That already gives me an unfair advantage.
This is my villain redemption arc and climbing up the ladder.
Yeah, buddy. Let's go. They're all so mad about that. You already know, dude. They're already so mad about that. It seems very often that the people who are the loudest in these types of videos, who talk the most, are typically the least in terms of whatever thing they're actually trying to rank, you know? Like Lee in the last video, who's like, come on, guys, I'm definitely the best, right? I definitely have the most riz. Like, nah, bro, you had the least by far. Same for that count. I'm definitely the most intelligent. I do this and this and this and this. And fail the IQ test. So look at me. But you're great, though. Definitely not everything. IQ tests aren't everything. You know? You don't put any stock in those. Only military people put stock in IQ tests. Ugh. Well, I think that's about all. Thank you guys for watching this Jubilee reaction video. If you enjoyed, please hit the little thumbs up emoji, subscribe, so that we can see you guys in the next video. I'm going to maintain eye contact for the next 5 seconds. All right. Now, bye.
And then just loop that clip for another 40.
Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.